Okay, I tried to make this video 3 times and ran into glitches each time. Let's see if we can get it done. Okay, so Wargame Red Dragon SANDBOX mod. This mod is available on ModDB. I will try to remember to put the link in the video description area. When you use the installer, put the installer somewhere where you keep your mods and other areas, because you can run it to install, you can run it to uninstall. When you install, make sure you choose BluFor only and back up your profile and then leave the other tick boxes. When you run the uninstall, remember to restore your profile so that any decks you've built get put back when you restore the profile. If you follow those basic things, you'll be all good. The installer is quite nice, it's stable, it installs and uninstalls very cleanly, and you can go from standard game to modded game very quickly. Right, so into the game itself, and various areas where things have changed. Decks. When you create a deck, call the deck whatever you wish. Let's call this Cheap and Nasty. Make sure it's BluFor. Just trust me on this. Make sure it's BluFor, and then you've got your infinite units fun down here. So you pick that. I don't really amend these, but I'll show you why in a second. So if you go create, you get all the blocks, which is not what you normally get. And when you choose your units, of which you can choose red or BluFor, you can make a basic decks out of whatever you like. They're just classed as BluFor. You can play them as red or BluFor as well, but they're just classed when you build the deck as BluFor. It's a nuanced thing with the mod. So when you put your units together, you'll see that I've got 4,000 Chinooks, and that works all the way through the units. So you build what can be massive armies, and the fobs are basically 1,000 fobs if you want them, and they never run out of resources, unlike the standard game where the fobs kind of drain out, and then you end up fighting games where you've got no resource, no fuel, no ammo, which is... it's the tiresome part of the standard game that is... where a lot of people end up in kind of stalemate stuff, having to grind it at the end of a game when you're in a winning position, which is just bullshit. Anyway, so you build your decks. They're pretty unrestricted. They're larger than standard decks. They contain more units, and your fobs will be basically unlimited. So I won't save this deck, but just to say, this is very simple. Fill your decks with your most wanted units, be it a nation state or a mix of nations. Build crappy decks, build medium decks, build mega decks, whatever you like. Go for the fun of building your decks there. Yeah, so I want to quit. Confirm. Right. So, having explained that basic thing, let's just pick a game and let's play a game. So I'm going to create... No, I don't want a deck. I'm going to create a multiplayer game. I'm going to create it. It's going to be 4v4. It's not going to be public. It's going to be private. We'll create it. We'll use this map. Destruction, private, yeah. I will start off with very few points. I will say total destruction. I will say 40 minutes. And yeah, let's use medium. Now, one piece of advice. You can turn this game into a very strategic game by using low and very low, and the units become much more predominant in their counter actions with each other. So you have to carefully choose your tanks, carefully choose your anti-infantry, carefully choose each of your counters, whereas in the higher income games it just gets crazy with units flooding the map, and to be honest with you, it just becomes whoever has the mostest first, basically. So I will go medium just to go with that, and I'll give myself one CPU on hard here, and I will give them Americans, and we will go up against some easy groupings that I've made. So let's go for North Koreans. Let's go for China. There's my good buddies, the Chinese. Ah, Chinese war machine, there we go. Let's add Soviets in there, and let's add one more on medium, which can be, who will it be now? Super Leyland, why not? Excellent, right. And let's get into it. I don't want 3,000, I want total destruction. There we go. Right, 40 minutes, here we go. Let's rock. So I think what I want to do here is I want to get my first of all, this logistics unit, let's park it somewhere out of the way. Let's get our HQ sections up. I want one for there, one for there, one for there, and one for over there. And I will kick things off with that. There we go. You guys get over there. You guys get over there. You guys get over. I want to be in a forested area here. There we go. You get over there. Now, one of the interesting things is that in the menu settings, there's an option to have the ability to scroll, which I didn't know about. I was having to mess around. But when you move to the edge of the screen, you scroll. It's a fairly big improvement. So if you've not got that set, get that set fairly early on. You lot get in a forest area. You lot get in a building, and you guys park your ass in somewhere in the shade. So, we're off to the races. Start pushing in. Where's that chopper? I want you in the air. There. So going back to the fobs here. The fobs have unlimited resources as far as I can tell. Oh, maybe it's not unlimited. Maybe it's very, very, very high. I thought it was unlimited, but it could just be amazingly high that you'd struggle to wear it down. So, let's go press forward. So I want to steal areas for points. Get the Oliver Hazard Perry in position. Right, let's see if we can steal this sector from the enemy here. You guys go and hide in there. That's where I want you to be. I made a mistake when I started the game. I should have put another fob here. But anyway, it'll do. Contact. It's all going off. Why is there a Strela floating around in the water? What's he doing there? That's like really shallow, is it? Hard to tell. Oh well. Right, are we losing choppers up here? Could be. Anyway, let's get you boys unloaded there. Get up into the tree line, please. Gentlemen. Alright, I think what I want to do is use my advantage somewhat here. Let's bring in a Chinook. And we bring in airborne infantry. Oh, no, I didn't want that. I wanted these guys. We'll mount an airborne assault, I think, on Juliet here. They don't have a seaport at Delta yet, which is good news. I will keep on bringing in more airborne troops here. And a couple of tows, why not bring them in? Right, you lot land there. All of you land in the vicinity of the Chinook and reload and rearm if you need. Right, I also fancy a few Gurkhas over there, so let's do that first. They're a bit slower, so let's go infantry. 4 Gurkha groupings there. Land. Ah, they took Delta now, so they have the ability to bring in C units on this side. There's quite the contest going on over here, but what's that guy doing there? He's off for a... where he's off to. Right, anyway. He's heading out there. So, I'll send some more Gurkhas, I think. Let's do Gurkhas out there. They can back up that assault squadron, which is going to go in now. So, let's join up with everyone. What can I get out there in time? I can get 3 of these bad boys. I think we have an overwhelming resource advantage because they've not taken Charlie yet. And they just don't have as much ground owned as we do. Our income is that much better. They're making a contest of it here though. Now, what should we call this? Attack Squadron Delta. Okay. Attack Squadron Echo can assault India. Should we call it a diversion? Could call it a diversion, I suppose. Right, you lot sweep into that area there. Go, go, go. Right, you lot. Let's go see if we can sweep out Delta. I know you'll be going across hell and back, but that's what you do. You guys get in that forest there, you Gurkhas get in that forest there. I made a slight error because my HQ unit wasn't in here when I asked those choppers to come in, so they'll be flying a long way. But anyway, not to worry. Now they don't. Let's bring them in. Recon. 1, 2. Alright, let's see if you guys can get back to base. Let's see whether you can do that. If you can, I'll refuel you and rearm you. Good luck, gentlemen, good luck. Alright, let's keep rolling in the longbows from up here. Well done, gentlemen. You did well there. As you can see, the fobs are really not suffering. The enemy seems to be having some success down here. We'll have to think about spoiling their party. Now, I don't like this either. Anyway, we'll sort that out in a moment. Land. Are they all within the circle? No, they are not. So let's bring in a couple of Chinooks here for... I could move them, but I'm not going to. So, they are advancing into my top sections there. I'm not going to tolerate that. Right, let's go. Right, guys, go and take Delta. And you guys eliminate that problem. Now, some thoroughly unpleasant longbows are going to be dispatched into the enemy areas in a moment. You guys clear this area out here. Let's get more infantry going in there. I want some more infantry to roll in here to Golf. Let's go assault that. And let's go. More infantry, please. What is that nasty artillery piece? What was that nasty artillery piece, I should say? Computer surrenders. Right, sweep in from this side, boys. that's going to be the end. So, anyway, quick demo of the, maybe not so quick, but a demo of the sandbox version of the game, which I recommend if you bought the game, costs you nothing, changes the game enough that it's like having a new game to some degree, and enjoy.